So I already played you all the video that I seen. Essentially, you had some kind of argument that was going on. These are neighbors. I got an article. We're going to get into it, but these are neighbors and whatnot. And you had there was a kid at the doorway. I don't know if you've seen it. It was like a 10-year-old girl. Then you had the husband, which is the stepfather to the woman's son. Okay. And it was upsetting. He ended up getting shot. The son ended up getting shot multiple times. It looked like the husband, was turning around to go back in the house or whatever. And then this guy pulled out his gun. But the stepfather also had scissors in his hand. Okay. He also had scissors in his hand, and he had it up to the guy's neck, like, like this, like, okay. Granted, he was covering up the blade for the most part, but still, you know what I mean? You're threatening someone. So this really has people divided. And we're going to get into all of it, but this has people divided. Like, okay, was it self-defense? I'm looking at like a self-defense murder now. But then again, the guy was turning around and leaving, and you decided to use your force multiplier, to finish the job. Apparently there's been bickerings going on between these two people, or I guess, the family and this guy, for about 5 years almost now. So it's a lot going on. But let's get into this particular video. Before we get into it, do not forget to like and subscribe. Do it now, please. And now let's get into it. It says 2 men fatally shot outside their East Flatbush home were stepfather and stepson. Okay. A Brooklyn family is shattered after a dispute among neighbors ended with the man and his stepson fatally shot outside the front door of their home, according to police and the man's wife. The guy killed, this is what the wife said, the guy killed my family, the only family I have, said Marie Luck de Lilly, the wife of 47-year-old victim Vladimir Mathurin, and the mother of 27-year-old victim Chin Wade Mode, inside the family's apartment. All right. Police said the argument between the alleged shooter and victims turned deadly around 10:30 p.m. Officers responded to a 911 call about a man shot in an East Flatbush building on Brooklyn Avenue near Foster Avenue. On arrival, the officers found the 2 men with fatal gunshot wounds after an apparent verbal dispute with the neighbor. That's the guy that ended up shooting. Now, they said neighbor, so we don't know if this was direct neighbor. Towards the end of the video, you see him like press. Some people thought it was an elevator shaft, but I don't know. It could either been because where the angle was, we can't really tell. So it either could have been like an elevator shaft, or it could have just been his apartment. So you got the door here, and then you like kind of see his hand, his finger go like that. You know what I mean? So it was like, okay, was he calling for an elevator? I mean, there's stairs here. Was he trying to do that? Or, was this his apartment? Because it said he's a neighbor, but neighbor could mean next door neighbor, downstairs neighbor, upstairs neighbor. So we don't know for sure, but let's continue. The man allegedly fled the scene and had not been arrested as of mid-Monday afternoon. Okay, so today is actually Tuesday, and I was looking, doesn't seem like he's been arrested yet, though the police confirmed the victim's identity. Okay. DeLilly, the mother, said her husband was a devoted father who loved bodybuilding. She said he drove a school bus by day, had a side job driving the Uber, and sought to teach his children the value of hard work. And I know some people may say, okay, you're a bodybuilder. Could it have been some roid rage, you know what I mean, going on? Maybe not. We don't know all the details for that. All I know is that, yes, the guy, he did do that. Could that have just been regular aggression or some extra roids? We don't know. But then he was turned around. So it's kind of like, where could you go with that? She said the alleged shooter lives in the building and has antagonized her family since they moved into the building in 2018. The neighbor came to her family's door and tried to kick it in. Now, we don't have video of that, but this is what she's saying. She said her husband went outside to confront the neighbor, who then took out a gun. She, who has 4 children, said she works in a nearby hospital and nursing home and currently attends nursing school. She says she has always tried to protect her children. Her ex-husband and Mo's father Mike Felix, had come to support the family through the crisis. He's still in the loose, he said, the alleged shooter, I can't let them stay here by themselves. So you have the ex-husband who was coming to step in for the 10-year-old girl, one, whoever her other two children are, and then the wife. It's crazy. It's a very upsetting story. It's just, you really look at it and it's like, what could y'all have been arguing over? I mean, it could have been anything. You know what I mean? You're in Brooklyn, there's not that much space for parking. Could have been some kind of parking thing that went on. Could have been some kind of noise that was going on. Maybe people were doing all this and, you're hearing it up there, or maybe music is blasting. It's been going on for 5 years now. So it was like, okay, well, what could possibly have been the reasoning for this? We don't know. That's just upsetting part about all of this. We don't know what could have caused this. We don't know what kind of argument there was. Obviously you coming out, getting, some scissors and putting it up to the guy's neck, like, okay, I'm gonna go and kill you. It's like that. You shouldn't have done that. But then again, you look at the guy and it's like, well, you shouldn't have taken out your gun. The guy his back was already turned. You know what I mean? Because I was like, you could say self-defense. But I was like, he's already turned and he's walking away. So could you really say, oh yeah, I was defending myself, and then the guy's already leaving, he's walking away? So how can you say that's self-defense? But maybe some lawyer may be like, nah, he was really fearful, but and be like, oh, well, they are neighbors, so he was really fearful. The wife said that he attempted or was trying to kick the door in, and that's what caused all of this. Now, we don't have any video footage for that part, but if it's true, then, but then again, it's just, there's a lot of questions with this. And a lot of answers I need, for all of this. But let me know what you all think down below. Like, do you feel like maybe this was some kind of self-defense and the stepdad was in the wrong? Or do you feel like, oh, okay, this straight out murder, not manslaughter, but murder, and the neighbor was in the wrong? Let me know what you all think about that down below. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and also leave a comment down below. I would also appreciate it if you could go on ebay.com, simply type in Latrice Limited, click on shops, and then you can support me right over there. I have a wide variety of items over there. I have many of my own personal Latrice Limited items, which has candles, bath bombs, soaps, essential oil blends, lingerie robes. I have a whole bunch of stuff. I even have comic books on there, men's ties, action figures, a whole bunch of other stuff as well. Definitely support me on there. Like I said, do not forget to like and subscribe, and thank you.